Yo book nerds, it's Nonfiction November, so I thought I would share with you 5 of my most anticipated nonfiction books that are on my physical TBR. So because of college, I just have kind of fallen out of reading much nonfiction because I was reading so much for grad school. But I still have nonfiction on my physical TBR, and there are still books that I am really excited to read and get to. I just have not yet. So that's why I'm making this video. I have not forgotten about nonfiction. It's just been kind of put on the back burner right now, and I do really want to read these books. So up first is a memoir. It's October Sky by Homer H. Hickam Jr. This is a trilogy. I want to read the other books too, but I am most excited for October Sky. I love the movie. I've seen the movie already, but I love it so much that I just can't wait to read the book. This book is about Homer, and he just needs to get out of his tiny town. He wants to go into space. He is obsessed with outer space and rockets, and he just wants to get out of his tiny little town, and the odds are stacked against him. Up next is Defiance by Nechama Tech. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. Another memoir. I have also seen the movie, and I am obsessed. This memoir is about World War II. It is about a group of Jews that hide in the woods from the Nazis and how they survive and fight back. And the movie's wonderful, and so I want to read the book. Up next is The Voices of Morbath, Reformation and Rebellion in an English Village by Eamon Duffy. I am obsessed with anything Tudor era England, obsessed. So I had first heard about this book when I was in undergrad. We had to read books from the Tudor era, Tudor Stuart England era. There were groups in the class, and it was kind of like book clubs. Each group got a different book, and the book that I had to read was super interesting and I really liked it. But this book another group read, and them talking about it made me so interested in it that I had to get my own copy, and I just have not read it yet, and I want to. It is about an English village and how they felt during the whiplash between religious changes and going back and forth from Catholic to Protestant to Catholic to Protestant between the different monarchs during Henry VIII and his children's time. And I am just so interested to see the villager peasantry side of things, because you hear a lot about the royalty, but less about the common people. Up next is Dear Jacob, A Mother's Journey of Hope by Patty Wetterling with Joy Baker. This story is about an abduction. A boy was abducted, and this happened in Minnesota, where I live, and I'm very interested in Minnesotan history, and I am interested in crime stories, true crime, so I am very interested to hear Jacob's story, and I feel for his mom and what she went through, and I just know this is probably going to destroy my heart as a mom, but I really want to read it. Then the 5th and final book, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew Perry. I love Friends. Friends is hands down my favorite show ever. I watch it all the time. It's my comfort show. I've seen it all the way through, I don't even know how many times, probably upwards of 7 times. And I just start it over once I finish it. I watch it constantly. And I was so distraught, when Matthew Perry died, and he actually passed away on my golden birthday, guys. It wrecked me. And so, I do really want to read his memoir, but I just haven't been able to yet. I haven't been able to handle it yet, because I know he went through so much in his life, like with drugs and stuff, and I just know it's gonna get to me because I care so much about him and the rest of the cast in the show and everything. Like, he is one of my favorite actors ever, and I just like want to know his story, but I also like, I don't know, it's just hard to read it. I just know it's gonna get to me, but definitely really want to read it, and I've heard great things about this book, so yeah, highly anticipated. Anyway, those are 5 of my most anticipated nonfiction books on my physical TBR. Sorry it's kind of a shorter video this week, but you know, that happens sometimes. Let me know if you've read any of these books and which ones you think I'd like the most. Drop down in the comments and we can chat, but don't spoil things. Even with nonfiction, try not to spoil things, even though, like, I know it's history and things like that, but don't ruin the books. Let me experience them, but please let me know which ones you've read and which ones I should prioritize. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll talk to you next Monday. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for talking books with me.